Hey guys, I know I said that I will have like a 10-part series with like the basics of Watt, but so I'm just going to do whatever and what I think you should know. So I'm gonna eventually cover like everything, but that's it, like, a span of things. So as you can see, today we'll be talking about the WZ132 and its effectiveness, what you should put on it, and what perks you should have on it as like the first skill. So let's start with the stats. Well, as you can see here, now I'm sorry if it might look a little bit crappy. I have a crappy computer, so that's the explanation. I can't have anything in HD on OBS, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, so as we can see by the stats, it's a alright light tank. That's why you need equipment on it. Like its AP pen is total crap. What I usually fire is gold, and even then, 225 pen is still not a lot. It's a lot against, well, it's okay, I guess, to certain tier 8s. But as you can see, every shell per APCR shell costs 44. Wait, hold on. Costs 4,400 per shell, which is quite expensive for a light tank. So, what you should have on this as equipment. So, the first thing will be either binocs or optics. Now, I'll leave that up to you. If you want to be a scout that moves a lot, then you want optics. If you are like that stationary a lot, then you want binocs, okay? Personally, I like using optics on mine because I like to move a lot. So the next thing you should have is vents. I have vents on literally almost every tank. So optics, vents, and now, see, this is what I do when I want equipment on my tank. Sometimes I go to tanks.gg, I look at, okay, so let's remove the vents and optics. Okay, so aim time. That's terrible, right? So some people might say I'm wrong about this, but this is what I generally use when I have the money. I either use V-stabs or enhanced gun laying drives. That's up to you. See, now it's aim time from okay, so without the vents, it's total 2.21 seconds. If you add the where's the vents? If you add the vents, it gets lower. If you add the enhanced gun laying drive, it gets even more lower. The V-stabs. So in my opinion, I would recommend the enhanced gun laying drive, because then when you need to stop, you can at least semi-accurately hit your targets. Whether if you pen or not, that's totally on whether if you know where to shoot the tank, or it's completely on RNG. So let's go to what you should have on the consumables. Okay. Okay. So the reason why I check this is sometimes it doesn't record. So okay. So what you should have on here now, if we look at the so the fire chance is 12%, right? Now I usually put automatic fire extinguishers on tanks that are like around 14 to 15 on up. That's up to you. That's totally up to you. But what I have on mine, now you can either have a small repair kit or a large repair kit. Just for the sake of this video, I will add a large. Large first aid, and then you want combat rations. Now as you can see, the aim time went down. So now it's 1.88. So that's even better aim time. Now what you should have on your first perk, okay, they don't have Sixth Sense on this. What? They do not have sixth sense on this. Okay, well, okay, so the first perk you want on your commander is Sixth Sense. I can't show you that because they don't have it for some odd reason. So, first perk should be Sixth Sense. So let's go to, okay, so Sixth Sense. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I don't remember the crew. I have poor memory when it comes to the crew. Okay, so I know it's driver, so the driver has sixth sense. I mean, I'm losing my mind. The commander has sixth sense. Second, I would presume would be the driver. So I would say have recon for the driver. Let's see. So sixth sense, recon. You can either have smooth ride, which improves if. So I would personally recommend, since I'm an active scout and I move a lot, I would get smooth ride. So right there we have 3. Sixth sense, recon, smooth ride. I believe there's 4 crew members, right? I know I should know this, but I don't. Let's see. Let's go back a minute. Okay. So I'm just gonna say that it has 4. I'm pretty sure it has 4. So sixth sense, recon for the driver. Well, okay, no, for the gunner. Smooth ride for the driver, and then the next one I would presume would be the radio operator. So I would say situational event awareness. So total what you want on your WZ, okay, the WZ-132, is you want sixth sense for the commander. For the gunner, you want recon. For the driver, you want smooth ride, and then for the radio operator, you want situational awareness. Now, I can't show you what effects this would have because, well, I can, but it won't have the sixth sense. So, but yeah, so recon, smooth ride, and situational awareness. Now, hold on, I'm on my dad's account, okay, I need to see. Okay, so, yeah, the commander, the gunner, what's this? I'm trying to give you, like, the most accurate thing, okay, so, the commander, the gunner, the driver, okay, and the loader, okay, so, scratch off that. Man, I'm giving you so bad info. Okay, so, for the commander, you want sixth sense, okay? For the gunner, you want recon. For the driver, you want smooth ride. And for the loader, you want, well, does it even, and it doesn't even have that. Oh no, okay, it does. Well, safe stowage, but, okay, so, looks like I'm gonna have to show you. So, for the loader, what you want, creates, I would say do intuition. Creates a chance that the loader will promptly switch, okay, this one. Okay, put on adrenaline rush, which accelerates gun loading if the vehicle has less than 10% of hit points left. So, let's go over that again so I can offer you proper information, okay? So what you want for the WZ-132. Now, he has this set up bad, so I can't really, well, actually he has the money. Okay, so what you want is vents, optics, and let's see, and enhanced gun laying drive. So overall, what you want for the first skills for your crew, you want sixth sense. Second, for the driver, for the gunner, what you want is, okay, so it doesn't have recon on here. So for the gunner, what you want, since you're a scout, pick the designated target. Makes target enemy vehicles visible for 2 more seconds, which that would be ideal for a scout vehicle, especially for the 132. So you want sixth sense, you want designated target. For the driver, so I'm surprised that they don't have recon on here. For the driver, you want smooth ride, so that's 3. For the loader, you want adrenaline rush, that's 4. So that is what you want what you should have on your WZ-132. Okay? Yeah, so I'm not sure on how this is rendering in the video because, again, like I said, I have a bad computer. So that is my review on what you should have for the WZ-132. Okay, that is what you should have. Okay, now, so do I recommend spamming gold? Yes, I do. If you have the money, I would say spam gold as long as you have premium time. Because if you have premium time, you would have, even though you would make less, you would still make money. So I'll leave that up to you. So total, your DPM, this is total jank. So if you want DPM, this would be the loadout. Because you would have over 2,141 a damage output ratio, okay? So let's go over this again. I know I'm repeating myself, but I've messed up a lot in this video. So what you should have is optics, vents, enhanced gun laying drive, large repair kit, large first aid, and combat rations. Second, what you want for the skills, for your commander, you want Sixth Sense. For the gunner, what you want is a designated target, makes target enemy vehicles visible for 2 more seconds, which could result in spotting damage for you. For the driver, what you want is smooth ride, improves accuracy when firing on the move. Then for your loader, what you want is adrenaline rush. So that is what I would recommend using on the WZ-132. So yes. So that is what I recommend for the WZ-132. Now, what is my opinion of the 132? So what do I think of it? Would I recommend it for a Tier 8 light tank, for Clan Wars, or for anything like that? No. Well, yes and no, because as right now, as it stands, you should have wheeled vehicles because they are the fastest, they are the most hard to hit. If you have the WZ-132, this tank is a lot easier to hit than the wheeled vehicles, okay? So, I wouldn't recommend this in a in a competitive sense right now. Now, you can still use it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm saying you can still use it. But I would not recommend this as the number one choice for the competitive sense right now. Okay? Now, would I recommend this on buying? Yes, because overall it's a great tank. It's a fabulous tank, actually. And this thing is really fun to play, in my opinion. I have this decked out. Yeah, I like the paint is what I want. Now, like I said, I would not advise you to use this in a competitive sense. If you have because if you have tier 8 wheeled vehicles, I would recommend the Link 6x6 just simply because it's a lot faster, and you can pull off for some odd reason amazing snapshots with it. So that is what I would recommend. Now, this thing can be still used. It's a phenomenal tank if the player is a skilled player. But if you're not, you're going to have a very hard time with this because it has no armor. However, its turret armor is quite good for a light tank, and you can pull off bounces with it. So that is one of its strengths. Now, what are the pros and cons of this tank? So the pros, that it's an awesome light tank. It can spot very well, actually. Second, its gun handling is not crap, and if it is, I have not experienced it. Okay, I haven't experienced it if it is crap, but in my own opinion, it is not crap. So its gun handling is actually quite good in my opinion for a light tank. And the third one, it's quite fast for a light tank. Now I'm not sure if this light tank is like average speed, because I don't really look into that. All I look into is like the intricate stuff, like with the equipment and the parts and the ammunition and the consumables. That's all, because that's really all you should. But to each their own. So those are the three. So the fourth pro to it, it has good turret armor for a light tank. You can bounce off heavies if you have this thing angled. If you can angle it well, then you will experience some bounces, but do not count on this for saving you, because it can still be penned quite easily. And let's see, I'm thinking of so the last pro to it, it's shell damage. Its shell damage, I would say, is pretty normal when compared to other light tanks. It's pretty normal when it comes to the Alpha. So that's 5 pros to it. What are my 5 cons? Well, I can't say it has no armor, because that's expected for a light tank. So my con against this tank is it has no gun depression. It has approximately 5 degrees of gun depression. So as you can see here, it has 5 degrees of gun depression. So if you expect to work ridge lines in this, you need to find another tank, because any Russian or Chinese tanks are not meant for working ridge lines. Okay, so just to get that out of the way, this will not work ridge lines. However, actually, I have a 6th Pro. This thing has amazing camo value. You can literally sit right in front of an enemy, depending on how you have your crew set up in your loadout, and not loadout. Like how you have this thing set up. You can be a very stationary scout and rack up assistant damage, or spotting damage. I'm sorry. So what are my 6 cons for this tank? Well, like I said, it has terrible gun depression. Its DPM isn't the greatest per se. It's not bad, but it's something that I don't really think is amazing in my opinion. The third one, this thing can be tracked very easily. In my experience with the WZ-132, it can be tracked quite easily when on the move. If you have an experienced player like a Unicom or a Blue, they will try to shoot for your tracks for an obvious reason. If you're not moving, people can shoot at you, and your team can no longer have a light. And if you're the only light on the team and you're not a competent player with this, my advice is to watch light guides on YouTube. I'm thinking of making a light guide here soon, so to teach you how to play light tanks for every light tank in the game. I haven't played any of the wheeled vehicles though, so just to keep that in mind. So my third con, as I said, this thing can be easily tracked. It's really not hard. So just be very wary about that. When you're falling back or when somebody's trying to shoot at you, wobble your tank so it can be a lot harder for them to track you. Again, that's just with my experience, maybe not with other people, but my experience, this thing has a issue with being tracked. The fourth one, I only have 3 cons to this. So I have 6 pros to this, 3 cons, because this tank isn't really a bad tank, really. Yeah, I can't think of no more. Obviously it's lightly armored, so don't expect to be bouncy, or don't expect to use this armor effectively, because you literally can't. I know it says that the turret armor is 55 in the front, 35 on the sides, and 20 at the rear, but you can pull off some amazing bounces in this thing, because as you can see, it is angled, so you can pull off bounces, but it depends on what tank is firing at you, and whether or not if they're spamming gold. So So that is my review on the WZ-132. It's an amazing tank. It really is. In my opinion, it only has 3 pros to it. No gun depression. People can easily track you. And, I'm trying to think of others. I don't... Yeah. I can't think of any more. So yeah, so my three cons to this: no gun depression. Second, people can easily track you, like around here, and for some odd reason, Wargaming made it very easy to track you. I'm trying to think of my third con. I know I literally just said it, but I have, when I talk like this, I'm only focused on what I'm saying about the tank, and not what I said in the past. So if you want to know, just rewind the video back up a few seconds, and you'll be able to hear. But yeah, so that's my review on this tank. Overall, it's a really good tank. It really is, and it's even more amazing for a light. No, it's even more amazing when you have a competent player handling this. It is fabulous. Now, the loadout you should have, or at least what I have, and it works out. And the reason why I haven't changed this because, like I said, this isn't my account. This is my dad's, and I'm fighting front lines for him. So I literally just prestiged one like yesterday, and I just started playing. So, so the loadout that I have for this tank: 20 AP, 20 APCR, and 3 HE. I'm thinking of lowering the AP just for the simple reason I don't... actually, yeah, that is what I'm going to do. So change the AP with APCR. I would say get... Okay, so have 20 APCR, 14 AP, 9 HE because of the shell. I mean, because since you're a light tank, and if you are shooting at other light tanks, you will at least have 9 HE shells. Again, if you don't have the money for 20 APCR, then you can compromise with AP. But make sure that you have gold in this vehicle, because this thing does see tier 9s and 10s a lot, and you will need that gold. So, anyways guys, that is my review and what you should have on the WZ-132. If you like it, well, if you like this video, like it, share it, subscribe, and make sure that a lot of people are seeing this channel, because I'm going to try to go over every tank in the game, how to play it. Once I have a gaming computer, I'll even upload gameplay and tell you what I did wrong and what I should have done. And I'll even upload amazing gameplay too. So, this is, I know Targrim has a thing called Road to Unicum. This isn't a copycat off of it, but I love his series, so I'm inspired off of him. So I can't really say this is a Road to Okay, this is Road to Unicorn, since people also call it Unicums unicorns, because since unicorns are mostly purple a lot of the time. So this is the Road to Unicorn series. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to try these out, it will work, I'm telling you. Here soon, I'm actually thinking of doing a light guide. So, yeah. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. I know this is a very plain video series, but I have a crap computer, so I can't really fancy it up. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I'll see you on the next one. What will the next one be? I don't know. I have no idea, actually. So, if you guys wanna, if you want me to do, or if you guys want to see something, let me know down below, because I'll post this also on the forums. I'll post this obviously on YouTube. So if you want me to do something or a review on a tank, let me know, and I will do it. And yes, so anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully I've educated you, and hopefully you'll implement this, and hopefully it works out for you. If it doesn't, let me know down below why, and I will respond to it, and I will try to help you. So I'll see you guys on the next one.